calculate that sum for me instead of having to have that extra variable floating around. And I can just print that directly. Boom, and I get the same result there. And now if I wanted the average, I could do the same thing. I can also print out max and min. Okay, and I'll get to optionals in just a minute here. But we're seeing that the average is 37.4, 70 is the max, and 7 is the min. Okay, so far? Now let's think about this for a minute. What would happen for this little sum function here? Well, let me write it out a little bit differently before we say that. Let's say instead of using that sum, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a map of ints, and I want to calculate that sum personally. I can use a reduce function here, and reduce takes a binary operator. What it'll do is it'll take in the accumulator value so far, and then the current value in the list, and return the accumulator. So it's a way of kind of adding up things over time. So I can say I, comma j is I plus j. Actually, let me write it this way. Accumulator value, I'll call it item, return accumulator plus item. And let's go ahead and run that. And we'll see that he came up with the 187 there. Now think about what this is doing for a minute here. When this is coming in, I'm going to try to call this function on each pair of items. What